Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Kyoto-kan. I'm Ryusei. Today I'm going to make 4 cucumber dishes. Before making, I'll explain the famous place for the production of cucumber. Please listen. This is a map of Japan. Do you know Miyazaki Prefecture? Miyazaki Prefecture is in Kyushu. And Kyushu is divided into 7 prefectures. Nagasaki, Saga, Fukuoka, Oita, Kumamoto, Miyazaki, and Kagoshima. Today, I'll focus on Miyazaki. The production volume of cucumber is the largest in Japan. The feature of the climate in Miyazaki is warmer, and the sunlight is good. This climate is suitable for growing cucumbers for a long period. Thank you for listening. Today, I introduce cucumber and octopus with ginger vinegar sauce, and cucumber and nagaimo no Bainiku and pickled cucumber in soy sauce. Finally, simple cucumber pickles. I hope you will find your favorite dish. First, let's make cucumber and octopus with ginger vinegar sauce. These are Japanese cucumbers. Are they similar to your country's cucumber? These are very fresh and beautiful. First, I'm going to remove stones. I usually use salt. I love the sounds of cucumber with salt like this. Okay. We also do like this to get rid of the stones. This work is called itazuri in Japan. Okay. And then I'm going to wash out the salt with water. Good. I prepared cucumbers for cooking. Okay, I'll show you the cutting way, which is called jabaragiri. Let's do jabaragiri. I make a very finely cut to 2/3. Actually, I quite often cut cucumber in this way. This way makes cucumber amazing crunchy texture. Nice. I turn over it. And I do it in the same way. The tip is that keeping the knife angle is same. And move the knife consistently. Great. Very beautiful. I explained this cutting way is called jabaragiri. Ja means a snake in Japan because this look is similar to snake. Okay, I'm going to cut the cucumber at 2 cm intervals. Perfect. I've cut 2 cucumbers like this. Please try this cutting way. And then I'm going to make a vinegar sauce. I add 180 grams of dashi and 60 grams of vinegar, 30 grams of mirin. At last, 30 grams of light soy sauce as well. Okay, I'm going to heat it. Once it's boiled, I turn off the heat. And I transfer vinegar sauce to a container and let it cool. Then I'm going to make brine. I add 6 grams of salt to 200 grams of water and mix well. Okay, the salt has completely dissolved. And then I add the brine to the cucumber and I cover it with a plastic wrap. I keep it for 15 minutes at room temperature. Meanwhile, I'm going to cut this boiled octopus. And you can use boiled squid or boiled chicken fillet instead of octopus. And today, I'll introduce the cutting way is called sazanami-giri. Sazanami means wave in Japan, so I move my knife like a wave. This uneven surface keeps vinegar dressing well. Please try this cutting way. Okay, done. 15 minutes later, I drain a sieve. And then I squeeze the excess water out. This is extremely important because cucumber has a lot of water. Good, like this. done. Okay, I prepared octopus and cucumber. Let's dress these ingredients with ginger vinegar sauce. I transfer vinegar sauce to a bowl and I add grated ginger. I mix well. Nice. I add octopus and cucumber to this sauce and mix them. I let it stand for a few minutes to absorb this sauce. A few minutes later, these ingredients absorbed the sauce well. Okay, let's arrange it on a plate. Today I'll make new sauce. I add vinegar sauce and ginger juice as well. Finally, I pour ginger vinegar sauce. First dish is done. Octopus and cucumber with ginger vinegar sauce. Next, I'll make second dish, cucumber and nagaimo no bainiku ae. Bai means umeboshi, so I'll make umeboshi paste. This vegan dish is so healthy and tasty. First, I'm going to make bainiku. Yes, let's go! Today, I use 6 of umeboshi. They are about 120 grams. I add them to this small pot. Then I add 60 grams of sake and 60 grams of mirin as well. Okay, I'm going to heat it. Once it boiled, I turn down the heat and simmer it down for a while. I evaporate the water of sake and mirin and I add the sweetness of them to Bainiku. A few minutes later, the water reduced to 1/3. Okay, turn off the heat and let it cool. It's cooled down. I'm going to get rid of the seed. I remove umeboshi from the pot and I get rid of the seed by knife. I'm sure knife is the best to remove the seed without wasting. Okay, I've removed all of the seed. Then I chop them finely. To make a nice smooth paste, I chop it very finely. Okay, great. And then I return it to the pot. And I mix well. Nice. I transfer it to a container. I keep it in the fridge and we can keep it for 1 month. Next, I'm going to cut nagaimo. Have you ever seen it? It's similar to yam and this texture is good crunchy. It's a bit slimy, so please make sure not to hurt your hand. Then I divide it into half. I slice it at 3mm intervals. I've done cutting and transfer them to a bowl. Nice. And I add brine to the bowl to add salty flavor and dehydrate. I cover it with a plastic wrap and let it stand for 15 minutes. 15 minutes later, I drain a sieve and squeeze the excess water out. We can squeeze them with a kitchen paper or clean cloth. However, I usually do it by my hands because I can do without throwing away any trash. Okay, done. I'm going to dress nagaimo and cucumber with Bainiku. I transfer cucumber and nagaimo to a bowl and then I add Bainiku to them. The quantities of Bainiku is up to you, but I recommend to add it not so much. I hope you enjoy sensitive flavor of ingredients. Nice. At last, I arrange them on a plate. Good. Finally, I top Bainiku on it. Second dish, cucumber and nagaimo no Bainiku ae is done. Next, third dish, I'll show you pickled cucumber in soy sauce. This is good for sticky rice and we can add it in bento. And the way of making it is different from the previous two recipes. I hope you enjoyed it. Yes, let's go! First, I cut it at 1 cm intervals. Like this. I've cut 2 cucumbers. Next, ginger. I peel off the skin and I cut it into strips. I cut it into thinly. And then I chop it up very finely. Okay, good. Okay, I'm going to make sauce. I add 40 grams of soy sauce, 10 grams of vinegar, 10 grams of sake, 10 grams of mirin, at last 5 grams of sugar. And then I heat it. Once it begins to boil, I add cucumber. And that's ginger as well. Then I mix them. I heat them for 1 moment. I move the pot to let the cucumber absorb the sauce. You may think the sauce is not enough to soak the cucumber, but it's okay. Good. Drain the sieve. And let it cool. Then I'll do the same 1 more. Once it cooled down, I squeeze out. And then I return this juice to the sauce. Okay, I return the sauce to the pot as well. And I heat it. Once it starts to boil, I return the cucumber to the pot as well. The volume of cucumbers has decreased, so it's easier to soak it overall than before. And I drain the sieve again. And let it cool. The cucumber's appearance changed to shiny and shrunk. Once it became too cool, I squeeze out again. And I transfer the cucumber to a container. I return the sauce to the pot. Then I heat it to evaporate the water and thicken the sauce. Okay, I pour the sauce to it. And cover it with a plastic wrap. I keep it in the fridge at least 3 hours. Next day, I remove plastic wrap. The smell is good, and the looks is so delicious. Finally, I arranged on a plate. Done. This dish is called well with the rice. I hope you enjoyed it. Finally, I'll make very simple and tasty cucumber pickles. I can make it with few ingredients and the way is very easy. Yes, let's go! I cut the stem side off. And I peel the above side, because this side is a little bit bitter. Okay, like this. And then I cut it into 3. I've cut 2 cucumbers, and I transfer it to a container. Good. Next, I add 10 grams of salt to a bowl, and 5 grams of sugar. Finally, I add 200 grams of water. Then I mix them until the salt and sugar dissolves. Okay, I put this sauce to the cucumber. Then I add the kombu and add a half of red pepper. Good. I recommend to keep it in the fridge overnight. Next day, it looks so cool. This dish is the best for summer and very useful in a daily meal. Today I'll cut it and arrange it on a plate. You can eat it without cutting. Okay, done. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Did you enjoy? What is your favorite cucumber dish? Summer will be coming very soon. I'll introduce more recipes using summer vegetables. Thank you for watching to the end. I'm looking forward to seeing you next time. Have a nice day. See you later.